yo, this is another episode of the Steven from the Old Time Podcast. Listen to my dad, he's awesome.
Welcome to a new episode of Steven from the All Time Podcast. I am your host, the Ayatollah of Hip Hop, the whole damn show, the rated R podcaster, and the voice of the voiceless. Tonight with my co-hosts.
Hey, yo, it's Milenko, the same guy that does all the edits. And today I have the slick back hair. I look like Silvio from The Sopranos.
I was going to say more Chavo Guerrero, but yeah, go for it. I guess you're Silvio.
I love
from
Silvio.
The Sopranos.
I love Silvio in The Sopranos.
Nah, Chavo Guerrero. But what's going on though, all time? This is your favorite co-host. You already know the voice. One half of the podcast, tag team champions, lover, everything. EO Scott, the V-neck Lord. It's your boy Trap All Time. And please remember, like and subscribe. So we're gonna give you 5 seconds to take the time out of your day to like and subscribe, please.
Please, and we're close from the
right.
100. We're close for the 100 subscribers. So please, if we can hit that number, it's a start. It's a start.
Let's aim for 100, then 200, then 300, and then the sky's the limit.
Yep.
Boys, we are fresh off of the Super Bowl, where it was probably one of the most boringest Super Bowls I have ever watched in my whole entire life. The Eagles shut down, destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs. One of the best defensive performances in the history of the Super Bowl. When I say they destroyed and shut them down, I mean it. Was that crazy?
Shut down. Totally shut down. That offensive line from the Chiefs was not there.
They didn't show up.
Not there. Oh my god. They got passed through all game.
The way I see it is that they needed a formula where they were able to shut down Patrick Mahomes, and Tampa Bay did it a couple of years back when Tampa Bay beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and the Eagles did exactly that. You gotta come through that offensive line. You gotta shut him down. You gotta put pressure on him, and you gotta fucking sack him. That's basically what they had to do, and he wasn't able to do anything, and nobody was either opened as well. So that number one defense came even more to light than it was throughout the season at the Super Bowl. And look, I thought it was going to be a close game. I thought the Chiefs were going to win, and I was totally proven wrong. So look, but it was boring. It was like
Jalen Hurts showed up, but I don't know how you're the Chief. You didn't do some tape on Jalen Hurts. He did that the whole season. The whole season, that was his game. And the guys were not prepared. Whatever. I was for the Eagles the whole time. I knew that the Chief without the refs is a whole different ball game, and that's exactly what happened.
They shut one thing down, and they shut down Saquon Barkley. That's the only thing that the Chiefs.
That's the only good
did.
thing. That's the only good thing they did. Yeah,
55, 60 yards he had, and no touchdowns. Imagine, and the whole year he destroyed defenses with his run. So.
Yep.
But in other news, let's talk about what we're here to talk about, and that is the Kendrick Lamar halftime performance at the Super Bowl. Look, I want to go last on this. I want to hear both of your opinions. Trap, I know you have a lot to say about this, so we're going to start off with you. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know
why do I have a lot to say?
Because
I'm a black guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's Black History Month.
Hey,
no, I'm just playing.
You're American. You're the only American.
Right?
American, Black History Month,
and I'm black, right? All right, nah.
We're going with you first.
No, but overall, I thought it was a good performance for a rapper. I think that's the key point that we have to make. It's a rapper. People were like, "Oh, it could have been a better performance." Like, if you're not into rap, I get it. So there's a couple of things, but I thought it was choreographed well. I thought the stage presence was well. I thought he was rapping well. I liked the songs he did. He basically did songs from GNX. So if you listen to GNX like I did, and you know the songs, and you are okay with it, some people were complaining because he didn't do hits. Granted, he could have did more hits or whatever. But I also feel like if he did hits and didn't do Not Like Us, then they would have said, look, see, he didn't perform the song. Now he performed the song and didn't do the hits. Oh, he don't got no hits. He made it about Drake. So I felt like people were already looking to find something wrong with with the halftime show. They were already going into it trying to critique something wrong with it, and I feel like that was unfair. And I feel like that's a result of the beef, which I think like it's just rap beef. Like you don't have to pick a side. Like I'm a Drake guy too. I like Drake. I like Kendrick Lamar. Just because we're showing love for Kendrick doesn't mean we hate Drake or whatever. Besides the point, the performances I thought was beautiful. I thought he rapped very well. I liked the snippet of a new song he did in the beginning. I liked the Samuel Jackson being in it. It was a beautiful performance. It's a theatrical performance. It's art. He expresses art at the Super Bowl, one of the biggest stages in the world. And also, this is nothing new. Like, if you know Kendrick Lamar and you've been to a Kendrick Lamar show, like, this is a Kendrick Lamar show. He's always going to give you experience. He's one of those elite artists. So I don't know why people are trying to downplay him, but overall, it was a good Super Bowl performance. Nothing to complain about. Like I said, I like Kendrick Lamar. I like the song choices. I like that he brought out SZA, even though she was lip singing, her mic wasn't on.
Yeah.
Like the kids say, her mic wasn't on. She was lip singing. But yeah, man, I thought it was good, man. He did choreography. It was just overall a good performance for me. I liked it. No complaints about it, man. Nothing. It was a good performance. It was what you expect from a hip hop, a rap artist. Like, it's not Beyonce, it's not Prince, it's not these other acts. He's a rapper. No vocal tracks in the back. So he did all of that live. How many rappers can do that? Not too many rappers can pull that off. So A plus and amen, and shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Yep. I totally agree. I'm just surprised that he did Euphoria. I wasn't expecting him to do a bit apart.
Surprised about that.
Yeah, I was super. I was happy. I was singing the whole thing the whole time. But I just enjoy watching the backlash after of the videos of old folks watching their TVs, not understand. I love it. I just love it. And they're like, oh my God. And listening to the radio. I was listening to the radio this morning, the sports radio, and they were complaining about it. Like, what is he saying? We didn't understand nothing. I love it. I enjoy it. I mean, if you don't understand rap, I get it. Kendrick raps so fast and it is on those songs, and he has to censor himself. He has no backtrack. Like, he changed the performance of what you usually is. You all usual rap stuff. So I'm used to it. So I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I love the snippets. Like, I was with a lot of people, and I was like, every time that when it started and when he was doing those snippets, I was like, okay, shut up. I'm trying to listen what he does. Those are verses that he did for the performance. So but the way he brought the Not Like Us, like he teased it, and then you thought, and then he says, oh, but they like to sue, and he still did it, and they're smiling at the camera like, say Drake, and he's smiling at the camera. I mean, the fucking people that don't like the rap beef of Kendrick, give me a fucking break. The two biggest artists in the game right now, and you're complaining about the beef, get the fuck out. I hate when rappers complain about that beef. I'm like, if you were in the biggest shoes, the biggest rapper right now, tell me you wouldn't fucking respond and do a rap beef like that. You're a fucking pussy. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. People are trying to diminish the rap beef. Fuck you. Those are the two biggest artists doing it, and nobody would have the balls to do what he's doing. Nobody. So shut the fuck up. And people, I get mad when I hear rappers diminishing the thing. Is like, dude, come on, dog. That's all about the culture, and they're just bringing it down. Whatever. But great.
It took me a second for it to really sink in while I was watching the performance, because I didn't know what to expect. Did I expect something big to happen? Did I expect something at the mid-level to happen? Did I expect... Like, I really had no expectation. I had no idea what he was going to do. And I think this is it's a huge win for hip-hop. It's a huge win for rap. If you're a mainstream rap fan, if you're an underground rap fan, if you're that mid-level type of rap fan where you go from underground to mainstream and all that stuff, if you listen to hip hop not regularly, like once in a while, if you're just a new fan of hip hop, if you listen to that quote unquote trap mumble rap style, if you listen to, New York based, if you anything that has to do with you being a fan of hip hop to any certain level, this is a huge win. This has put hip hop to a higher platform. This was one of the most viewed Super Bowl performances ever. It's the most viewed Super Bowl performance ever. Kendrick Lamar, hip hop, to where hip hop, if you were talking about it 10 years ago, wasn't at the level it was at. Okay. 20 years ago, you would have never seen Jay-Z at a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? You would have never seen 50 Cent at a Super Bowl. So this Kendrick being there, whether you thought it was good or not, is a huge win for hip hop. And what did he do? He performed, he showed up, and he did what an MC does. You didn't need fireworks all over the place. You didn't need people coming up from the stage. You didn't need him flying around. You didn't need any of that stuff. You just basically needed him to do what he has to do, and that's rap without back vocals. With him, Michael, you said it perfectly. He had to change up his rap so that he doesn't swear. Do you know how difficult that is? If you listen,
and he's so quick when he raps, and to change it, and he has to run around up and down the fucking field and the whole state. Like, that's tough, dude. That's like your breathing ability for that is really tough.
Absolutely.
People don't understand it, but
absolutely.
Whatever.
Like people are always going to complain. I see people complain all the time. I saw Kevin Durant say that he wasn't into it. There's some shit along those lines. It's like, dude, it's a win. Just be happy. And take away
too many people showing loyalty to Drake, which is weird. It's like you don't have to pick a side. Like, like you don't have to pick a side. You don't. It's fucking rap beef. Like you don't have to pick a side, bro.
Everybody won, and what did you expect for him to do? Like, he wasn't gonna do CeeLo Green style. Okay, no. He wasn't gonna he did what hip hop is at that level, and he showed up and he showed out, and he has his little gems when he was rapping. Dude, you guys think of it, okay? Everybody listening, okay? Fan of this podcast or not, think of it. The dude started off his set, okay, with a quote unquote unreleased track at the Super Bowl. Who the fuck does that? You guys, yes, we heard this in the Squabble Up. Was it at the beginning of Squabble Up, I think, or at Not Like Us, or one of those videos?
At the beginning,
he started the Super Bowl. He started the Super Bowl performance with an unreleased track that has no name. You guys, think of that. Nobody did that, and he did that. Do you know how ballsy that is? You know how much guts it takes for you to do that, and then play Euphoria, and then play Not Like Us, like literally a song where you're calling another human being a pedophile and you're naming him by name on TV, where you're the most viewed Super Bowl halftime performance, and you're smiling like that. Like, you guys,
the crowd fucking yelled at A minor, yelled it, dude. That was crazy.
He did what he had to do, and it's a big win for hip hop. So I think everybody should be happy. Everybody should be happy. And you know what? He played GNX. He played a couple of other tracks off Damn. And you know what? He kept it that way, and that's it. And
you know what he was doing? He played Humble, one of his biggest songs. Now it was 2 Times Diamond.
Yeah.
After the Super Bowl. Like, he know Humble was the big song. That's one of his biggest hits.
GNX is a better album than Them.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's a discussion for another day.
100%.
Because I love Damn a lot,
but I'm gonna end it off. I'm gonna end it off with this. For the people that have complained, you don't understand hip hop, and you're not understanding what he was trying to do.
No, it's not that. It's not even that. Some of them is just disingenuous because of the Drake shit. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. That's really what it is. They just want to use. And again, just because we're showing love to Kendrick in a year that he has doesn't mean we hate Drake. So we gotta stop that. And again, you can be a fan. It's okay, but you didn't have to pick a side. Nobody said, "Oh, you got to be pick a side." People were
Yeah.
choosing to pick a side, and they're choosing to go out looking stupid. And it's just so many people with horrible takes. So, like I said, either way, what he did, people were gonna find something to complain about.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 110%.
Instead of thinking, like you said, Steven, this is big for hip hop.
Mhm.
Like
Any
instead,
platform, any style of
that's
hip
what I'm
hop genre
saying.
you listen to.
And
Just
again, if he would have just did the hits, they would have said,
Mhm.
"Oh, see,
Yeah.
he didn't do nothing like us. He's scared of Drake. He does it. Oh, the whole Super Bowl is about Drake. He don't got hits." I'm like, now you're just being disingenuous. Now he don't got hits. The guy that got 22 Grammys, the guy that won a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
Like, come on, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Yep.
and that
I don't
he
know.
closed the show with TV off,
Yeah, with
and
TV
the
off,
game over was
game
perfect.
over.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was perfect.
come
Well
on,
done.
your boy is in another country because he didn't want to be around for this. Come on.
Yeah,
He's halfway across. Like, come on,
with the
bro.
bulletproof
Just
hoodie.
stop.
Did you see
Yeah.
the bullet hole hoodie
Yeah.
with the
Come on, bro.
That's
Come on,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
Hip hop won. End of story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End the story.
End of story.
I don't get it, but
So congrats to Kendrick Lamar, most
yeah,
viewed
congrats.
halftime performance. We appreciate you. Thank you. Let's get into why we're usually here, and that's album reviews. 2025, another solid year as the month of January finished, and we're in the midway into the month of February already.
I already got two Bodie James albums this year. I'm loving it so
I
far.
know you're
I love
excited.
Bodie James. I love Bodie James, Joe. And he's coming out with another one. And then Friday we getting West Side Gun. Like, come
Yep.
on, man. It's
So
heating up, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
So just a couple of albums real quick that came out. I had mentioned the Eddie Kaine and Rim, Welcome to Styville. We had the Mondo Slade, second album this year, Encyclopedia Slade.
Yeah, I was listening to that earlier.
Okay, Mondo Slade is on a run this year again, starting off the year with two solid projects. He's somebody to watch out for. If it's the first time you're listening to this podcast or not, we talk about Mondo Slade numerous times on here because he puts out solid bodies of work. And this is another solid project that everybody needs to check out because there's nobody with a unique style like Mondo Slade. We have Montreal artist, Montreal rapper, Slick Jack, and Toronto producer Vincent Price. Everyone's got a price to pay, or everyone's got a price. Sorry, Montreal artist. I think I've seen him live, Malenko, and I think we were together when we saw him live. I can't remember at what show it was, but seeing the music videos, I noticed that I've seen him live. I just can't put which show, but I listened to the project. It's a really good put together project. We have Pro Dillinger as a feature on there. We have Danielson as a feature on there. It's a really well put together project, and he's Montreal. So we got to represent Montreal as much as we can. And it's great to see MCs from Montreal, just like the producers from Montreal, be put in that type of light as well. And working with the artists that we always showcase on this episode. Estenac, Papita Stud, even though it came out in 2024, is now on streaming.
Okay.
It came out for everybody that's able to go listen to it. Go listen to it with Giallo Point, a really great project from Estenac, and Code 9 and Bos Wesso project, The Cost of Gold, is a project to listen to. Also, that's finally on streaming for the people who didn't pick up the CD on Bars Over BS back in 2024.
I got two albums. Murder During Drug Traffic, Bodie James and Rich Gaines, and Permanent Ink by Bodie James. Those are two.
Fucking Bodie James, huh?
I love Bodie James, bro.
I got Mike. He released
Showbiz.
Yes. Is it good?
It's okay. I'm not too a big fan of Mike, but it's okay. It's 41 minutes. There's always one or two songs that I'm gonna like from the project. I'm not a big fan, but he's there.
And two albums coming out in the next couple of weeks. We have Josiah the Gift, completely produced by Machacha. The Happening, that's gonna be something to look out for, because that's gonna be something fucking out of control. Josiah is another artist is probably the most underrated artist in this whole underground scene culture that we have going on, and produced by Machacha. And then we have Primo Jab and Uncle Fester, What Do Sounds Smell Like, on February 25th. That's an exciting project too, with a phenomenal album cover. Primo Jab, I'm excited for that to come out as well. Boys, let's start off the reviews. We got 3 reviews to go through. We are going to start off with Eddie Kaine and Machacha, Crown Me Kaine. I was on the clock. I can sit and watch. I'm hustling non-stop. I ain't about no guap. I go crazy.
Yep. Great intro. Great
Right?
intro.
No,
It was a great intro.
That intro had me. I like the intro a lot. I can't even front.
For me to sing on the podcast with my fantastic voice, great intro.
Yeah. And throughout the album, he sang throughout the album. Shout out to him, because no reverb, no nothing. Just his voice. No need, no touch up, no nothing. He sounded good.
Yeah.
When you sing with confidence like that, man. And he's really good at finding melodies. He's always really good to find melodies and find nice hooks. I always respect that from Eddie Kaine. The hooks. I always say it, man. You need a chorus, even though if you're the grimiest underground dude, if you don't have a good chorus, it's tough to stick. And he got it. I mean, you sang Go Crazy. There's multiple good melodies on this album. So yeah, really good album.
The 3 songs to start off the album are simply amazing, right? He starts off just him on those 3 songs, like you said, vocal melodies, rapping. He's hungry. I find it's one of his most present, most lyrically dangerous I've ever seen him at. And of all the projects he's been putting out for the last 5 years, you feel like this is an album that you give people. I mentioned that a lot on this podcast, and each artist needs to have that album that you give to somebody and be like, here, start with this. And as much as his last projects have been just amazing, this is something that somebody that came up listening to hip hop in the 2000s, this is the type of projects. This is the project that you give them. I feel like he was putting his songs together on this, like if a 50 Cent would put a project together, right? You know, like an artist from that caliber, like he's at that level now. The storytelling moments on here, he was in his zone. You could tell that he was hungry and he wanted to make damage with this. He wanted to present a project on a certain style of beats that gave you that nostalgic feeling, right? He's authentic to the culture. He crafts some of the most nostalgic sounds in hip hop right now. He's aggressive in bringing forward to us that style of Brooklyn, okay? That Brooklyn sound, and making underground sound a step up a notch. You get what I'm trying to say? And, you know, like I mentioned, like people that listen to hip hop back in the day that are not really into hip hop now, this is a project that you can give them that could grab them back into it. And like I mentioned, the 3 songs at the beginning were a great way. His storytelling on Maurice and Shanice. He has his exquisite bars on there.
That's my favorite song on there. Maurice and Sharice and Fire with Josiah the Gift.
Fires.
Those good. 2 stand out the most. But besides the first 3 songs, those 2 like stood out.
With André DeSaint, who's on that song with Josiah
on that
also.
Song too. Yeah, with Josiah. Yeah.
There's where he sings the perfect hook. One of the best hooks of the album.
He gotta stop singing. I like the hooks, but he gotta stop singing. Get somebody else on the hook.
No, he's good.
Get somebody on the hook, man.
No, he does it. I find he does a great job.
He does a great job in like a bad kind of way, but not, you know what I mean? But not really singing. It's the melody. I get it, but
yeah. I like that. I like that. I
I
like
like
when
it too. That's why you like Future.
I like when Kanye sings back then as well. Like when back then when
Yeah,
Kanye used to sing those
out of key
fucking
and shit.
yeah
Yeah,
the key and shit. I
and
like
all
that.
that
I
shit.
don't know
Yeah, it's
why. I
cool.
just like it. It always
Nah,
sticks with me. But
yeah.
I fucking enjoy this album. I mean,
Mhm.
Crossroad
It was a decent album.
Crossroad is my favorite me of the album with that beat when he started the song and it's like a Portuguese type vocal sample and it's like
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck is this homie saying?
Is it
But he still
Portuguese?
runs it. I'm pretty sure
I thought it was Italian.
it could be any of the two. I'm pretty sure it's a Brazilian or Portuguese song that they chopped up and made it and slow it down maybe.
The
I
the
like the
thing,
album art too.
the album art actually is by
It's cool.
Yeah, it's
Eddie.
probably one of the best art this year for sure.
Absolutely, he painted such an amazing image, and it
I
goes
like
so
that.
well with the album itself as well. So
Mhm.
yeah, and just the presentation of all of this, the and how he's able to come onto every song and give us that exquisite type of sound. Machacha gave him some of the most perfect beats I've heard Machacha lay out. And Machacha, somebody who always changes his sound
To
and the
adapt
style
to the
of
artist,
beats,
I like that.
heavy drums.
Because this doesn't sound nothing like he does for what you call it. What's my man name? Mickey Diamond's friend.
Mickey Diamond's friend.
Not friend. The artist that be with he's on Umbrella too. Why am I
That
having a brain freeze?
you're having a
You
brain
know who
freeze
I'm
because you
talking?
smoke too
Yeah.
much.
No. You know who I'm talking about.
I'm confused as hell right now.
Yeah, what
You like him
the
too. We were just talking about him.
Pro Dillinger.
He did the Riddler album.
Oh, Ty Farris.
Yes. Why was I
Yes,
couldn't think about that? Yes. What he did, the beats Machado did with Ty Farris albums don't sound anything like he did with
totally
Eddie
different.
Kane. That's what I'm
Totally
saying.
different.
This sounds like an East Coast like production.
It
And I
sounds
like when
Brooklyn.
producers,
the
Brooklyn.
yeah,
It sounds
production
full
is tight.
I
that New
like
York style.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I like when producers could get into that bag like that. Like when Rock Marciano had um did the Jay Worthy album, a whole West Coast sound, and he's from
Hmm.
here. You know what I'm saying? So I like when artists can do that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool.
We had Shoddy on here,
Yeah.
who is another great MCs that was able to attack the track in a different way. And then we had Rim on What You On. That was a
And on
perfect,
yeah.
perfect. He had like a type of eerie style of beat. Those two together are match made in heaven.
Mhm.
I
I'm
like
gonna
that it
say,
was 10 songs too, 34 minutes, quick listen.
yeah, yeah, amazing. Like I mentioned, amazing storytelling and the way they ended off the album with Crown Me Kaine and talking about trust and where he's been and where he's at and the type of the type of caliber MC that he is. And yeah, he's well versatile, man. He's an MC's MC. That's the way I see it. And he brings us that nostalgic sound on this album, that Brooklyn, New York type of sound. And I'll be honest with you. And he was on artist lists. He was on our list last year. The dude is amazing. And if you're from New York and you haven't heard of who Eddie Kane is, you have a problem, especially if you listen to hip hop. And if you're from Brooklyn and you haven't listened to Eddie Kane, you have a problem.
They like down south music now.
Get in tune with Eddie Kane, especially if you're from where he is, because he paints you that perfect image of where he is from. He just came out with Welcome to Styville with Rim. Man, that was another exquisite album from him where he painted us that picture from Brooklyn. You know, like something that we would listen to back in the day, that Brooklyn sound, that fucking, Helter Skelter, that Smith and Wesson. He is able to give us those sounds. So get in tune with what he's doing.
Yep, 100%.
Crown Me Kaine.
100%.
And it's top 2 albums for me this year.
Already?
Yeah, absolutely. If we're gonna do a
Damn,
top
okay.
5 right now, this is top 2.
Damn, okay.
I'm gonna
All
go ahead
right.
and give my score.
Go ahead.
I'm giving it an 8.5 on 10.
Oh wow.
Crown Me
You really
Kane,
like
Wow.
this album. Wow, you really
Eddie
like this
Kane, and
album.
much. Yes, yes, and I don't understand why you guys are surprised because it's
I
so
thought it was
well
a, I
put
thought it was a good
together.
album, but yeah, it was a good album.
Mhm.
It's what I expect from Eddie Kane, but it wasn't like nothing like
Look, I
spectacular, but it
mentioned
was
it.
good.
I mentioned it. He crafted this album like a
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent would craft an album. It's not just rap. He gives you that
I
singing,
understand
those
what you're
hooks.
saying,
There's
Yes
a
and no, but it's not that poppy.
but it's not that poppy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing.
50 used to he made that. Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
not
not like
talking
50. I
about that
get it's the
sound.
songwriting. The songwriting he's on a good
I
level,
get what you're saying.
but he's not on that pop. He can't make a rap song pop like 50. 50 is the greatest. So.
Yes, but he's just the mindset of how to put your album together
But the
and
songwriting is elite. He knows how to write a song.
right.
The songwriting is elite.
Malenko, what did I start off the conversation with? I started singing. That's how he starts off his album.
Yeah,
Do you expect Eddie Kane to start off his album with singing
No,
that way?
and I can and I understand the comparison you do with 50 because 50 when you look at the track list of Get Rich or Die Trying, you can sing every song just by the title. I can sing every hook, and that's a tough thing to do. And this
right.
one is pretty much the same thing. I haven't listened to this for a long time, but I look at Fire. I can sing the hook of Fire. I can sing Go Crazy hook. I can like Maurice and
Maurice
Chinese is
and
a great,
Shanice.
yeah, a great.
That's a
So
great
yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah. I'll give I'll give it a 8 out of 10. I enjoyed this album a lot.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, but I feel like Machacha did most of the heavy lifting on this album. Like the production was just way so superb.
He's fucking consistent, bro. That
Consistent, yeah.
fucking thing. Again, like
So
the beats he gave to this is all
that's what I'm saying.
consistent,
The
one to each
BT
other.
game,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. I agree with that.
So 7 out of 10 for me. I
Yep.
enjoyed the album.
Trap, can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Next time you go outside, I need you to walk to Brooklyn and go ring on everybody's doorbell and tell them to listen to this album.
Bro, they don't care about it no more. A lot of people, they just care about mainstream rap. They say they want that real shit back, but when you ask them and talk to them about it, all they're gonna do is talk about, oh, the '90s is this. Is like a lot of people are still too busy living in that era, so they just don't want to accept it. And then it's like, if the new shit don't catch on that fast, or if they don't catch on, they feel like, oh, they don't want to listen. I don't know. It's just weird now. It's like they like down south music a lot up here. They like that and that new drill music up here a lot.
Okay,
That's what they like now.
Very sad. But anyways.
It is sad because that's what I said to him. Like, we in New York. I'm like, Rome Street should be way bigger than what he is up here. Eddie Kane,
For
like you
sure.
said, we have MCs from New York, but they just want to. They rather listen to drill and all that other dumb shit. So
Thank you for calling it dumb shit before I
it
did.
is though, but that's how I feel. I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, I get it as a place for it, but I don't like that shit because all the beats they're just doing over beats from songs that's not even throwback. Like it just came out from 2000. Like they're just doing remixes from 2000 songs, and then I don't know, not
They're like
original and it's not
Glorilla.
cool. I like Glorilla a little bit. I ain't even going front.
You're the
I
problem.
like Glorilla. No, I'm not. I have diversity. Like
Yeah.
these guys, they just don't like none of this shit at all. Like that's why I feel like I'm alone because like they don't talk about the West Side Guns. Like if I go somewhere with my boys right now and ask them what they listen to, they're gonna talk about A Boogie,
Oh, jeez.
somebody else like Future. That's what they're gonna talk about. But if I say West Side Gun, Benny, Rome Streets, Eddie Kane, Mickey Dyer, they're gonna look and be like, Bodie James, like so. I just be like, niggas is not. You know what it is? Niggas is fans of what's popular now.
Yeah.
Instead
Did they listen
instead of
to Big
what's
X the
popular.
Plug a lot?
I don't know what they listen to. I know I got friends that listen to Rod Wave and all of that. Like they listen to a lot of shit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I can't judge people's music taste, but I just feel like when you complain like, oh, we need real hip hop, And hip hop at the 90s, be like, no, it's right here. Go listen to Rome Streets. Go listen
Mhm.
to Eddie Kane. They're making this music. But like I said, if it's not popular, then people just don't
Mhm.
fuck with it. People listen to music now for popularity, not if they actually like it no more. Like
True.
they're programmed to like, oh, this is getting played a lot. Oh, I like that song.
Yeah.
Not if they really like it. They don't listen to music if they really like it no more.
Yeah.
So, and that
Sad,
was years
sad
ago.
world.
Yeah, it is a
Sad,
sad. It's
sad
sad
world.
now. Yeah, it's sad now.
Let's move on to the next album of the evening. We have André DeSaint and Don Carrera, Open
Really
Up
good album.
Chance, Saints
Open up
Never
shop.
Die. This is an introduction to what Andre can do as an artist and as an MC. His previous album with Machacha, speaking of Machacha, every episode, called Classique, is a part one, I find, to what he just gave us, where you get Andre as a person. But on this one, you get Andre more as an MC. So on the first one, you want more. It's more like he gave you a cliffhanger on that album with Machacha, and to this is like he's coming in strong. He's here. He's working with these heavy beats, these drums, the bass, the pianos that are layered on the tracks. He wants to show you that he's an elite MC, and he does it super well on this. He's so on point. He's in pocket. What is it? 12 songs on here, if
10
I'm not
songs,
mistaken.
27 minutes.
And
10 songs, 27 minutes.
And he keeps himself in that pocket. He's that pocket MC. He's that pocket passer. He could do so much just sitting in that pocket, giving us tones of voices, rapping on beat. When I say somebody's rapping on beat, he is rapping on beat on here.
I love the beats on here too.
Right? It stood out to me.
The beats stood up. Yeah,
but his
I was like, wow, what is this?
But his vocals on here and this tone of voice, that's something that stood out to me. And sometimes the vocals could overpower the beats, and the beats could overpower.
Like his voice, like you about to say, his voice blended well with the beats.
Absolutely.
They blended very well. It was kind of like the beats were tailor-made for his voice and the way they blended together. So
yeah, it was on point.
I found that interesting. Yeah.
He did some fantastic storytelling.
From the very beginning.
Yeah.
Grand opening. Just from the very first song, grand opening. He's telling you a story. And then you get into You Can't Smoke in Here. Even the little skits he do in the beginning of the song. I thought were cool.
Yep.
He's running a shop.
Yeah.
Saints Never Die. And if you look at the Cult Classique album, the album cover, it's an image of him, and around the cover is so many different things. And all those so many different things, he's wearing a Ramones t-shirt. There's sneakers. There's music. That shows you what his passions are and what he likes. And I find on here, the shop is he's running a shop of things that he likes.
Right.
And yeah, Murakami pancakes and Hurry Up and Buy.
Hurry Up and Buy.
Amazing standout tracks.
Amazing tracks. Yeah, those are the two standouts.
Yeah, me too.
He gives you such detailed raps on here that makes it interesting. That makes you stay with him as the artist. That he not that he didn't do on that one, that we wanted more from him, from Cult Classic to Open Up Shop. And that's why I find this is a perfect part 2 for him. Like if you watch Terminator 2 is better than number 1. If you watch Die Hard 2 is better than number 1. Open Up Shop to me
than number 2, yeah.
Rush Hour 2 is better than 1.
1,000%. So
the 2 is good.
I might have to debate you on that one. The first one is a classic, bro. But I like 2 too, but
yeah.
Yeah, and the storytelling, like I mentioned, at its finest. He's a fun artist to listen to. Billy Rose gives us that jazzy, soulful R&B hook on there that I did not see coming from how the album started off super strong to where it ended was like the end of the day. end of the being in the shop where he had to close up the door. I like that.
I like that too.
The
Sorry,
theme,
we're closed.
the theme was a lot more jazzy, a lot more R&B, soulful type of stuff. It kind of reminded me.
It gave you like a store. It kind of gave you music wise. It gave you a feel like you're in the store.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it reminded me a lot of like a Little Brother or an Elzai or a Blue in Exile.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? It kind of in that category of emceeing, of production. And I really, really enjoyed this. And just the song like Off the Rack with Jamil Honesty, like flawless. Like not too long of a song, just amazing wordplay from both of them. They gave us the bars that we wanted, and it shows you what type of MCs that they are and what type of an MC that André DeSaint is and what he could give us going forward with his project. And then Jamil Honesty is just a fucking problem across the board because that dude is fuck. Give him a sword, he'll fucking chop off your head. He's amazing at what he does. Amazing. And I'm super happy that he was able to get Jamil Honesty on this project because I found that it made sense. Two MCs sparring with each other.
Yep.
Malenko, thoughts?
Chill album. I don't know why I get like Currency vibe on it, even though it's totally different, but it was like, because he's from Florida, right? Under the Giant, but it gives me that Currency vibe. The whole the whole album is really dreamy. It sounds a bit too much of a future wave type beat, I feel.
You found?
Of course. Yeah. I think it gives future wave type of vibes on the beats. But because of those keys, the way you use those keys.
I know what you mean.
And I think it's very, very dreamy, like melodies and stuff like that. So and the drums, I thought it was really similar to what a future wave would do. Maybe less. It's just less. What's the word I'm looking?
Less keys.
No. It's less. It's something that's like psychologic, but
psychedelic.
Psychedelic, that's the word. Yeah, I feel like Future Way goes more psychedelic in his beat, and Don Carrera have more like a structure to it. But I feel like it's very similar. But I mean, it flowed. The album flowed. Really enjoyed it. Super chill. It's a nice smoke and drive. But I don't condone that. But it's a really smoke and drive type of vibe.
Malenko, you for sure liked Amaya Scott and Supper and Nice Guys.
Yeah. I enjoy every song on here. Man, I really enjoyed every song. I was surprised at grand opening right at the beginning. You can smoke it in here. Yeah, it's a chill. It's a really chill vibe.
I thought of you because I saw so much of the influence of the Elzai and the Little Brother in here that like songs like that would stick out a lot more to you. Yeah,
but it's less. I don't know. I feel like it's less of a Nine Wonder type of beat as more of a. But I can feel the Little Brother in it. But I really think it's similar to Future Wave. I was stuck on that the whole album.
The beat.
For the beats.
Yeah, for the beat.
For the beat. Like, I feel like Future Wave and André would do a great collab together.
Oh, they would. Yeah, they would do an absolute.
And
great
it's
collab.
it's not a bad thing. I'm not, and it's just for me. You guys didn't even compare both of them. It's just for me. So I don't want to be like, oh, that he's copying or nothing. Don't get me twisted here. But to me it correlates a lot in between those two.
Trap.
Okay. Overall, I thought the album was good from the beginning. I just like the overall theme of the album. Again, the beats were so sick on this album. I thought the production and the way it was structured and his rapping ability was so good on the album. Again, another short album, only 10 songs, 27 minutes. So it goes by like that, which is sometimes a bad thing because you feel like you're just
You
getting
want
into it and then it's
you want
all and then
more.
like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah, yeah.
shit. It's like, damn, it's finished again. But like you said, just the way he started it with the opening track, the grand opening, the highlights for me, Young Lauren, Hurry Up and Buy, and Off the Rack with Jamil Honesty. Those are my highlights. But overall, a solid album. Like I can't complain, no complaints. Solid album.
And I would want to add something. It's all well mixed. Well mixed.
Oh
It's no.
yes.
It's all
Yep.
clean. There's
Mm-hmm.
no problem.
Clear.
That's what I mean by the
It's
clear.
production. Yeah, it's
it's
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats to that. Congrats
yeah,
to that.
and that's I think why it's so well like it sounds so well to our ears is because the mixing was done correctly and there's no overpowering of the voice
Yep.
or the beats, and we've said it throughout the whole review. It flows super well. The vocals and the beats just blend in super well where there's no mix match or overpowering of either or.
Nope.
And Monet Marlowe on the second song did a fantastic job. Female rapper.
Oh, dude, how can I not talk about that, dude?
That was good. She
What
was
the
going
fuck?
in on that.
How can I not? I totally forgot to talk about that verse. Is a killer verse. I don't know who she is.
Killed that verse,
dude. She was hungry, dog. She had one of the best verse of the album.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm gonna make the most of my verse."
Dude, that designer.
When I heard it, I was like, "Who is this?" When I heard it come on, I was like, "Yo,
oof, that redesigning the homie sweat with the ratchet line killed me, bro. Oh shit, I love that line, bro. That was a cold line, bro. No.
She did a great job. She did a superb job.
Shout out to Monet. I'm gonna probably listen if something comes up on Monet. I'm listening just because of that fucking verse.
Well done, really well done. I love when you press play on an album and you get to discover artists like that. Like even Hell's Own. I know Hell's Own was on other projects with Andre, but like he's present, he's there. Like he did a great job with his verse, man. And it's meaningful to the album's concept what both of those MCs brought.
Yeah, and I would love. Sorry, I just had it on my mind, Steven. Sorry, but I would love to hear André DeSaint with Isaiah Rashad. I don't know why.
Oh fuck, absolutely.
I like Isaiah Rashad.
Isaiah Rashad in both is like I don't know. It's like the chill
the
vibe.
Beats. I know what you mean. The chill vibes. That's what I love. I love those.
Even Reason. Remember Reason?
I like Reason too.
Yeah.
Reason is one of my favorites too.
Yeah,
it would do super well. They would all do super well together. And André DeSaint is a really great artist, and I can't wait to see what else he puts out.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's give our score. Trap.
7 out of 10 for me. Again, solid album, but like I keep saying, sometimes with these short albums, when by the time this 5th song or 6th song, when you're getting into it, then it's over, and it's like, oh shit, it's finished already. But I can't complain about it. Overall, solid album. Like I said, from beginning to end, the production very well, mix mastered very well. The rhymes are good. The storytelling was good. The whole theme of the album fit, and I just enjoyed the story and the journey that he took us on this album, and it was good.
It's a journey. There's a concept to it.
Definitely, it's definitely a journey and a concept if you listen to it. So I enjoyed it a lot.
Malenko?
Same score, 7 out of 10. Pretty much the same. Thought it was a bit short. I would love to hear a little bit more, but overall, everything was great. And Monet Marlowe, whatever she drops, I'm listening.
I gotta listen to that, yeah.
And whatever Andre is doing next, I'm listening. And Don Carrera gave him really good, consistent beats throughout, and he helped to shape the concept of the album for sure. So shout out to him as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with an 8 on 10. This is something that's been heavy rotation to me.
Nice.
I like it for how different it is to what I'm used to listening to, and what's something that I gravitate more towards. I've been listening to a lot of different genres of music lately, and I know Andre is a fan of different styles of music. I know he likes rock. You could tell with the Ramones t-shirt. different artists. He mentioned on the Abyss podcast too that he's a fan of, and you could tell with the way he puts his music together that he does listen to different styles of music. I know this right away. It's something that gets to me, like when I'm listening to how an artist constructed his album and how it sounds so well that they listen to different genres of music, because you have the ear for all different styles of sound. And that's why I gravitate towards this, and that's why I feel like this is a really great project. And like again, I'm looking at the track list. There's not one bad song on here. Supper at Nice, guys, is just incredible. Hurry Up and Buy. The beat on Hurry Up and Buy, and how it's just well put together for him just to float on it. And Young Lauren, like that R&B, like it caught me off guard, but it made sense because it fits so well. And you could tell he's a fan of different genres of music just to be able to give us that song. So amazing. Can't wait to see what Andre puts out going forward. The last album of the evening is by my friend Larry June.
Larry July.
2 Chainz. And Malenko's best friend, The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Life is Beautiful.
Man, 2 Chainz on those Alchemist beats was so good, man. Just for me personally, because I like 2 Chainz. He's one of my favorite rappers. When he comes out, I always look forward to 2 Chainz. Ever since the True Religion mixtape in 2014 or whatever, how many longer years ago that was. Anyway, just hearing him on this. Oh shit! Ricky Starks showed up to NXT.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That just caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
Talk about somebody who ruins things, and then talk about somebody who is fucking ADHD or ADD that completely.
I know, right? Oh shit! I'm sorry. My fault. So yeah, just hearing 2 Chainz on them Alchemist beats is refreshing. Again, I'm not really a big Larry June guy. I feel like he gets carried a lot by the Alchemist production. No disrespect to Larry June. I don't know if it's the voice or whatever. He just raps about real basic things, which I get it.
Which is fine.
I get it. Which is fine. No, I'm not knocking it, but it's just, I don't know. He just sounds, I don't know. But anyway, Alchemist, the beats on here I thought were phenomenal. I thought 2 Chainz was really doing his thing on this album. What he said, one of my favorite lines, he goes, I forget. He said, I get rid of my ex like Mexico. I was like, what? I was like, yo, 2 Chainz is funny. So you can always expect some humor from 2 Chainz, which is why I love 2 Chainz. He has some of the most insane sick bars. But just hearing him on the Alchemist beats, I thought was just wonderful because he was just floating on all of these beats. I feel like he outshined Larry June on this album. And yeah, that's my review on this. Well, holy shit, Ricky Starks.
Malenko, go next because I feel like you want to.
Crazy. Ricky Starks is crazy on it.
I feel like you want to attack Trap.
Oh shit!
No, dude. I don't want to attack him. I don't want to attack him at all. I don't want to attack him at all because I agree. And for me, it was underwhelming. This album, underwhelming. Because
Larry June, right?
Because of Larry June, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say
because of Larry June,
about Larry June, bro.
Really?
I try to get into Larry June a lot. I just can't get in. I'm sorry. He has some joints here and there, but like I said, the Alchemist. If it wasn't for Alchemist, Alchemist is doing the heavy lifting when it's Larry June. Like Larry June, I'm sorry to say he's boring.
But I don't find him boring at all.
I do, but 2 Chainz, he was floating on them Alchemist.
Oh man,
I'm sorry. You could have just took Larry June off. I'm about to create a version, but just get Larry June off and just give me 2 Chainz.
I'm actually completely flabbergasted that you guys are both saying the same thing about Larry June. I think he did an awesome job. I love hearing him on these Alchemist beats. Yes, absolutely. You say 2 Chainz floats. Larry June floats on it.
No, he just has the same flow. Every song is like that, and it's just like, all right, bro, sound alive a little bit. He just sounds like I don't know what it is.
I think honestly, some of his delivery sometimes on some of the beats and the flows are so like, I think it's on Generation. That second verse of Larry June I don't like it at all, man. I don't like it at all.
I don't
Really
like Larry
capping.
June on this
And
album
that,
at all. Yeah, I don't like
no.
Larry June on this album at all. I'm sorry. This
I
could have just been 2 Chainz album. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I mean, to me, LLC, same thing. I think
LLC 2
Two
Chainz
Chains is
killed it,
and then
and then here comes fucking Larry June with his
half asleep.
even with Colossal. That you see how
Colossal
on Orthodox that beat was like 2 Chainz was catching it, and then Larry June was just like, oh, this is like, I'm sorry, I'm not really a fan of Larry July.
I never liked Larry June when he talks that hard shit. Like I like him on the relax when he talks about cleaning, drinking tea. But as soon as he's talking about like having guns and shit, like
hold on a second. He's also he starts off the album where he's going to get a bagel with cream cheese.
I know, but on Colossal, he's trying to act like. But whatever.
He's always trying to get, but he's boring to me. I'm sorry. His raps are just boring. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get a bagel with cream cheese. Okay.
It's okay. I mean,
it's okay. But
for me, the highlight.
2 Chainz.
The highlight was the single. Bad Choices was the best song on here.
Yes.
And that I don't like when I hear a single that's so good. And I heard the single and I played it through. And we talked about it, Trap. I was like, dude, I never listened to singles, but Bad Choice was good.
Bad Choices is so good.
And then the whole album, I was like, it's okay.
Hold on a second. Generation was the best beat on here. Like that's an Alchemist beat. He gave them like that Fetty style type of beat on Generation.
I like Mun Canyon. That was my favorite beat on there. The first song.
Mine was Generation. Look, I liked it because there was smooth on here. Then it transitioned into some trap inspired style beats. Colossal was a song that stood out. LLC and Bad Choices.
I Been is so dope as well.
Look, is it something that I'm gonna play all the time? Absolutely not.
Same. Yeah.
It's something it's good now, and then I'll probably revisit in the summer
later
when it feels right with the weather.
Of course.
Because it's fucking minus 60 and 90 feet of snow outside. It doesn't really fit.
But
it's relaxed. There's like it's smooth.
Like give me this album.
Is just killing.
Give me this album, okay? The Alchemist, 2 Chainz, and Benny the Butcher. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Now
that would have been.
See, now that's Life is Beautiful.
Yeah.
Instead, they gave me It's like, again, I'm sorry to say this. Larry June has the cheat code. He's lucky he's friends with Alchemist. Because outside of Alchemist, you go when you hear Larry June and Alchemist, for me personally, you're mainly going there for Alchemist. I'm not going there for Larry June.
I'm gonna say something, Trap. I want to say something. I'll be honest with you.
He's done other artists. He's done other joints without Alchemist, and it's just like, I don't know. I just don't like his style and his flow. He's just like on the road. And he's just like, give me some enthusiasm or something. It's just
Trap. I'm gonna Me and Malenko had this conversation off.
Do it for me.
Doing
it for me.
Doing
it for me was good.
My favorite Larry June is not with Alchemist.
Yeah,
I find Larry June is amazing when he's not with the Alchemist. I still find him good with the Alchemist because of the beats that Alchemist gives him, but he is way better. I'm the
opposite. When he's not with Alchemist, it's just like
him and Harry Fraud, amazing.
I mean, Harry Fraud was okay. It was okay, but I feel like the Alchemist gives him the best beats. So you listen and you like the beats, but
Larry June and Cooking Soul. Larry June and Cooking Soul. I find that amazing. Who's the other producer that he always gets?
London Drugs.
London Drugs. Like fuck.
Cardo. Him and Cardo are the best.
Him and Cardo. Yeah.
Him and Cardo are the best.
Him and Cardo.
I mean, I was surprised that I liked his last project.
Him and Cardo, and when he gets with Jay Worthy. That's
Yeah.
when I like Larry June. But
They balance each other
outside of
out.
that, outside of that, it's just like, all right,
Dude, I
man.
was surprised of liking doing it for me. I was surprised to like that. I thought it was gonna be the same, and it surprised me because of the live instrumental and the angles he took was really nice. But on this, I feel like 2 Chainz just showed him.
He showed them better.
Yeah, so that's for me.
Point of 2 Chainz, and this is a point I want to make. 2 Chainz, okay, is always underrated is not the word, but
Overlooked.
Because I think people think he could only do one style of hip hop, okay, and that commercial successful hip hop that he's done in the past. But he's worked with Static Selecta. He's worked with different producers that give him that non-commercial, non-trap, non-southern style. If he was able to work with the Alchemist, he has something to bring to the table. He has something to offer. And now he's a bit older than what he was when he was commercially successful. So his lyrics aren't the same. It's more grown adult. Again, he's still funny. He's still
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
No, 2 Chainz is still nice. He just got older, but he's still nice. Like I said, he was floating on these Alchemist beats. Bro, he said, I forgive my ex like Mexico.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Like, what?
I love that line. Yeah. No, he's crazy.
But he doesn't need to be doing, that's my point, is he doesn't need to be doing all that commercially successful southern trap style. He could be doing this and he still sounds great at what he's doing.
But that's 2 Chainz though. 2 Chainz he can do anything. I don't know if you know that, like 2 Chainz can rap.
My thing is, I don't think his core fan base.
No, understands or no. No, his core fan base knows. I think is the outside core fan base don't know, but his core fan base knows. Trust me, they know. But 2 Chainz is him. People know 2 Chainz is him. Trust me.
But we'll say it like this: Alchemist is still able to give you phenomenal style beats.
Of course.
You could take this cup of water. Actually, there's none. Just this glass.
But not everybody fits with Alchemist, and the way 2 Chainz. I see what you're trying to say. You didn't expect 2 Chainz to.
No, I knew that he would do a phenomenal job. I'm just saying that Alchemist can craft you such phenomenal style of beats that he can make this glass of water, sound great.
I see what you're saying. But I also feel like the beats, but I also feel like 2 Chainz rapping was good on the beats. Now, if you want to say the beats carry Larry June, then yes, but the beats did not carry 2 Chainz. I feel like 2 Chainz rapping was 1-1 with the beats, and Larry June was just there.
It's interesting, and it's interesting, and it's fun, and it's different to hear 2 Chainz on this style.
Don't trust me. In the summer, I'm gonna play it a lot. In the summer, like you said, it's too cold right now. I'm listening to a lot of winter music, like Rome Street.
By choices for sure. I'm gonna play that all year long for sure. Yeah,
it already got 1.5 million plays.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
that's the best song on the album.
I'm gonna listen to that for sure. And I think the Alchemist, this beat selection is better than the Skeleton Key.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it was. I didn't like the Skeleton Key that much, and I enjoyed this.
Malenko, your score? Life is Beautiful, 2 Chainz, Alchemist, Larry.
It's a 7. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
Trap?
Same for me, 7 out of 10. Again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The 2 Chainz on it. Again, like I said, I just can't get with Larry June. People be trying to put me on to him. I gave him a try, but it's not really for me, and that's okay.
It's moody.
But again, 2 Chainz, I thought did phenomenal. He was sliding on all these beats. 7 out of 10 for me. I'm gonna get a version with just 2 Chainz on it.
There's probably one on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. Yeah.
I agree with both of you. So I'm gonna go with a 7 on 10.
Oh shit! All around.
Yeah.
All right.
777.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah.
Yo, Ricky Starks showed up in NXT, bro. That's crazy. Yo, I just looked at my screen and I'm just like, yo, what the
But
I'm
Trap,
sorry. I'm like a little kid. I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate you as a human being. I made you start off the episode, and now you ruined wrestling for me. And you know I
didn't
like to
ruin
be
it for you.
surprised.
How did I ruin
Honestly,
it for you?
I appreciate you so much, Trap. And I was giving you the red carpet to start off the episode, and you went to go ruin something in wrestling for me. Look, I really appreciate that.
I didn't mean to ruin it. I'm just sitting here with NXT on. I didn't expect it, bro. He just
Don't
comes on the
say
screen, and then I
anything.
was like, "But I'm sorry, I'm sitting here." If I was by myself, I would have said the same thing. So that was just a natural reaction. I'm sorry. Like if I wasn't talking to you guys and I was just sitting here by myself, I would have literally been like, "Oh shit, that's Ricky Starks." Like, what is he doing here? Like, so.
I'm excited to go watch this now.
Hopefully they let him keep his name because I've seen they trademarked a few names and I'm like,
No,
please
Ricky
don't.
Starks he'll keep that name. Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope so.
So boys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Trap, you're able to go watch NXT. Malenko,
We're about to go off now.
You could go watch. I don't know what you're gonna do. Probably edit the video. So I appreciate you for that.
Yep.
And then watch porn later.
On that note, Trap.
Yo, man, we appreciate y'all for listening and tuning into another episode. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. We need all the subscription and likes we can get. And yeah, man, just follow us, please. And if you don't like that and you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Suck it. Let's go.
Good night.
Ricky Starks.
Ricky Starks.
Peace, guys. Oh,
hey, peace.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace and love.